Hi, good evening to you, and how are you doing today? Well, I'm excited to welcome you to another video tutorial on the EURUSD where I will be taking you through my thought process on what my expectation is going to be like during the new week. Well, it's important I state here that this is going to be a follow-up video to my previous analysis where we were able to scoop over 350 pips profits during the course of last week. And for those who would like to see how we went into those trade with daily commentaries on how we took advantage of those opportunities, I will be sharing the link to that video in the comment section of this video. With that being said, let's dive into the chart and let's see what is going on in the market right now. But before we do that, I quickly want to share with you what is happening on the economic calendar, what events are we looking forward to during the new week, and obviously we are going to be looking for the high impact event, which is definitely going to be a catalyst for price movement for the week. Now, look at what we have here on Tuesday. We have the gross domestic product for the euro, and then on Wednesday we have uh, the retail sales for the USD, and we also have President Lagarde's speech coming up on Wednesday as well. Now, on Friday, we also have Lagarde speaking to on that day. And what we have here is one, two, three, four major events that is likely going to be moving price action. And definitely participants in the market will be anticipating this event to drive price action. And we shall be seeing the reflection of this anticipation on the chart as price movement or structures on the chart. So with that being said, let's see what is happening on the daily time frame. Obviously, on the daily time frame, we can see that price action has been on a long-term bearish momentum, and as a result of this, we are able to connect the series of lower highs here to give us that resultant bearish trend line. But that is not the most important structure here, but the $1 mark area. And if we look at what has been happening in the last 3 to 4 months, that is from the month of July, we saw how the level had the $1 area has been a major determinant of price action. So look at what happened here in the month of July. We saw how this level was holding buying pressure. The same thing happened during the later part of the month of August stroke the early days of the month of September, as this area also was holding buying pressure, but this pressure here wasn't strong enough as it was met with strong resistance from the sellers, hereby pushing price to break down the $1 MAC area during the later part of the month of September. And throughout the month of September stroke the later part of the month of October, we saw our price has been trading right below the $1 mark area to emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. Now, going into what happened during the course of last week's trading session, we finally saw a breakout retest of the structure, which is a reflection of what happened during after the CPI event, which was a negative data for the USD, and we saw the surging price pushing price right up into the 1.03500 level to give us that bullish signal that bullish momentum that we saw last week. Now, with the current structure that we have here, what is going to be our expectation as we head into the new week? Well, the first thing I will say here is, first of all, like I said earlier, that we are on a long term bearish momentum. And if we look at the way price moved during the later part of last week, we saw that price is hedging close towards that bearish trend line that was figured out earlier. And what this simply tells us is that we are going to be looking for a couple of scenarios that is likely going to be happening around this point. So I will be advising us to remain patient at this point, and let's see how price action is going to be relating to this bearish trend line area somewhere around the 1.03600 level, after which whatever happens here will determine what will be our next line of action. Now, there are two scenarios I am projecting here. The first situation is we could be having a reversal pattern here, coming in the form of a probably double top structure or a head and shoulder pattern, whatever it is. Looking out for selling pressure on lower time frame could send price crashing to the downside, hereby respecting that bearish trend line one more time. The other possibility we could see here during the new week is a situation where we might be having a trend continuation pattern around this area, a breakout retest of the bearish trend line to signal a bullish momentum, retest of structure to give us the leverage to join the trend continuation to the upside. So these are the two scenarios I will be looking forward to during the new week. But be rest assured that I will be jumping in the comment section of this video after monitoring how participants in this market will be relating to the current structure around here to make a decision on what our next move is going to be like. If this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on the Euro USD for the coming week, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular update I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section of this video on Monday as usual. Do have a wonderful night rest. Good night.